Hey guys, my name is Aaron Fuller, Director of Athletic Training Services at Young's Physical Therapy and Sports Performance.
And I'm Mary Leach, Assistant Director of Athletic Training Services.
Our team of athletic trainers assists Greenville-Pitt County Sports Commission providing on-site medical coverage to athletic events within Pitt County, events such as Beast of the East and USA Rugby, to name a few.
Today, we're here to show you some exercises that can be done at home. So these exercises are kind of focused based on an individual who is stuck at a desk all day doing work, and we thought right now would be the perfect time to come out with these exercises. So Aaron's gonna demo all the exercises here. I'm gonna walk him through everything. The first exercise we're gonna do is a really good neck stretch. So upper trap stretch, I'm gonna show you the first variation is hands underneath his hips. So this is a little bit more intensive a stretch. If you wanna just rest your hands on your lap, that is fine. So Aaron's gonna sit up nice and tall. We have the physio ball here, which is definitely something you could sit on if you have. If not, you can sit in a desk chair or whatever's appropriate for you. So Aaron right here is gonna sit up nice and tall. Core's a little bit active because he's in the physio ball. And then from here, he's gonna bring one ear towards his shoulder. He should feel a good stretch all along the left side here. Hold for about 10 to 15 seconds, whatever feels good here. Good. And so this shouldn't be painful at all. This should just be a good stretch. So if you're pushing to the point of pain, try to back off just a little bit. Another variation of this stretch could be ear to shoulder with a little bit of rotation. So that should just change the stretch a little bit. Once again, just within that comfortable range. So looking for about a moderate stretch, and that's just moderate to you. So he can go through whatever feels best to him, 15 to 20 seconds, about 3 to 4 rounds on each side. And then Aaron, if you didn't sit on your hands could be right on your lap. Good, but he would still maintain a good posture and then bring his ear towards his shoulder. So this is a little bit less intense as the shoulder's not pinned down with his hands underneath his hips. So whatever variation feels good to you. So main muscles that we're stretching here are the upper trap muscle, the levator scap, and then some of the scalene muscles. So next we're gonna work on what we call SCAP W's. Aaron's gonna bring his arms up into the shape of a W. Core's gonna be nice and active, whether he's on a physio ball or a desk chair. From here, he's gonna focus on retracting his shoulder blades, just meaning that his shoulder blades are pulling closer to his spine. Hold for a second or two, and then come back to neutral. Open back up. Hold for a second or two. He should feel a good stretch along his pecs here, but then also some good activation through the rhomboids and middle trap of the mid back. So we'll show you a side view. Arms in the shape of the W, nice and active core, good posture. Good, and then he's not pulling back too far. He's really just focusing on that scapular retraction there. And last view will be from the back. I'd say that this is the best view. So pay attention to the way that his shoulder blades come closer to his spine here. Holds for a second or two and then goes back. So once again, a really good pec stretch and good chest opener for as we're sitting at the computer, we tend to come with like forward rounded shoulders. So here we're really focusing on opening up the chest and then getting some good activation through the muscles of the mid back. All right, next few are gonna be on the floor. So you can go ahead and move that chair out of the way, find a comfortable space on the floor. Aaron's gonna start on his back. And then he'll start one leg crossed over the other, or we'll go open books. So laying on his side, knees will be bent, close to his chest, hands will be on top of each other. And then from here, he's gonna open up the top hand, following his eyes with his hands. You can use a pillow for your head for a prop. Just get into whatever's a comfortable position for you. Good, and then close back up. So Aaron's adding a breath with this. This is a perfect exercise to add a breath with. As he opens up, he's exhaling that breath, really trying to relax into the stretch. So really, as he's breathing, he's really trying to expand through the ribs and then relax.
One cue too, if you see maybe I'm limited, I'm stiff through my mid back, tendency is I'll open up with my knees. So as I go to open, if I can only go say this far, my tendency is to then open up, lift through the hips, rotate through the trunk to get more range of motion. So you only want to go as far as you can maintain contact with the ground as well as that bottom knee. So from here, same position, I'm opening up, I'm only going as far, eyes following that hand as I can while maintaining the knees in contact with the floor.
So what Aaron can also do is take his bottom hands and then hold on to his thigh like he just was, and then from there, open up. It's also not so much of getting shoulder extension as it is thoracic rotation. So if you're starting to feel some discomfort in the shoulder, you could definitely take your hands towards your ribs. That way your arm stays close to your body like Aaron's doing right now, and then opening up into that thoracic rotation. So this is kind of a harder position to cheat in. And then from there, we'll do the other side, and then you pay attention to where you feel most stiff. So a lot of us will have a limitation on one side versus the other. So you can spend a little bit more time breathing on the side that feels a little bit more stiff to you. Perfect. So any variation that feels comfortable to you, we're really just working on that mid-back or thoracic rotation. All right, from there, he's gonna go back to his back. This is a little bit more of a hip opener. And then he's gonna create a figure 4 shape by crossing his right ankle over his left knee. From there, his hands will be at his side, and then he's gonna focus on letting his hips fall to the left side of the mat. So he's not trying to lift up too much through that bottom hip. He's trying to keep his hips grounded so that he feels a good stretch through the right side of the low back and the right hip. We'll hold for a second or two and then come back to that neutral position, and then it'll go back to the left. So for this one, we'll focus on one side of it at a time, anywhere from about 10 to 15 reps. Once again, this is what feels good to you. We're not pushing through any pain. We're just working in the available range of motion that we have, trying to utilize that. Especially as we're sitting at our desks all day, our hips are used to be in that shortened position. So we want to get them moving through this, but we also get to involve the low back a little bit. Perfect. So about 10 to 15 reps on each side. Hang out one side at a time, and the stretch is only about 2 seconds. And the next one we call is our 90-90s, so hamstring 90-90s, meaning that his hip's gonna start at about a 90-degree angle and his knee will be at a 90-degree angle. From there, his foot is flexed up, and then he's gonna work on trying to straighten his legs. So he's tightening his quad, pushing into his hands. You can see he's a little stiff there because he's not able to get to full extension, but that's fine, wherever you're at. Just work to a point that feels a good stretch in the hamstrings and the calf. With the foot towards the face, you're getting a lot more of a calf stretch as well, so you should feel it in both places. You just go to whatever feels good to you. Just like for the figure 4 wig wags, we're only holding for about 2 seconds or so, and then working back down. And then this is one that you'll definitely want to repeat on both sides. 10 to 15 reps. Once again, it's whatever feels good to you. So if you feel like you get to rep 10 and you feel like you could use a little bit more, then keep going. However many you do on one side, you should definitely do on the other. How's that feel, Aaron?
It was good. Nice and tight. Good stretch.
All right, awesome. So as we're not treating patients here in the clinic anymore, we have moved to a fully virtual platform. So we are seeing patients still, keeping our schedules full and keeping us busy. We want to definitely continue to serve the Greenville community. So we have PT services going on virtually, but then also personal training, group classes. We really have a lot going on.
So as far as personal training goes, we are still utilizing that virtual platform for personal training. So one-on-one sessions conducted through a video-based approach. So it's a secure HIPAA compliant FaceTime, in a sense, giving our personal trainers, our physical therapists an opportunity to work alongside our clients, though we are unable to meet face-to-face. We're utilizing our YouTube channel. So we've got a Young's Physical Therapy and Sports Performance YouTube channel. Link is on our Facebook page and our Instagram. That's a great way to go view our on-demand classes. We've got group fitness, which is general population. We utilize our youth classes for our strength and conditioning, as well as athletic performance classes that we typically would offer in office. We're offering through our virtual platform that's ages 9 to 12. And then our strength and conditioning classes are geared towards middle school and high school athletics. We also have our wellness services for Pilates, yoga, and our foam roller classes through the online YouTube channel for on-demand classes. Viewed at your leisure during this time, just promoting health and safety through our virtual platform, allowing us to achieve our goals and stay fit during this time of staying at home. So if there's any questions you guys have for us, don't hesitate to reach out. We are still treating again through the virtual platforms, but available here in office for any questions or concerns. Don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you guys for viewing the video today. Look forward to hearing from you guys. Thanks.